Bouncy Ball to D development. What is happening in the background? What does the code look like? You can see all of that in this video. But first I'll show you the game. Choose a difficulty. Now we have to press the button in the middle at the right moment, so that the ground turns green for a short time to accelerate the ball. After 10 points the game is over and you get a coin, with which you can buy other balls in the shop. Do you think you could do the easy mode too? If you want to try it, the link is in the description. Now I'll show you how the loading scene is structured. See what objects it contains. Now I switch to the editor mode where I can arrange the objects. There is a logo and a loading bar in the scene. I can change size, position, rotation, color and much more without code directly in Unity. Now I'll show you all my scenes. The menu scene, it appears after the loading scene. For button, start game, the ball shop, settings and exit game. Take a close look at the individual objects before I show you the shop. All buttons are equally bright. The shop is still empty here because it will be filled up during the runtime. The settings, on the other hand, are static and are only adjusted when necessary. Now I'll switch to the game scene. Here, individual objects are also deactivated at runtime, which is activated for development. This scene contains most of the objects from this game, more than the other two scenes combined. The individual objects which pop up when needed. What do you think of the colors? Don't forget to subscribe for more videos in development. Now I'll show you a few of my assets, the resources I use in the project. I use a bunch of small graphics from the objects in the game, as well as prefab objects which are inserted later in the runtime, audio files and much more. Of course, the resources are copyrighted by me or not. By the way, below you can see the console, which shows me error messages or gives simple hints. If you want to see if I even manage the hard mode, then give the video a like. Now I'll show you the physics objects before we get to the code. Welcome to Visual Studio Code, my editor in which I program with C#. This is the largest script from Bouncy Ball to D. It has almost 200 lines of code and actually manages the entire game scene, except for the UI output and a few calculation processes that are spread to two other scripts. The code structure is not my best in this older game. If you want to know the story of how Bouncy Ball to D came into being out of an emergency situation, then write me a comment below the video. I'll show you every line of code from the script now. Can you understand the logic behind it? That's it for my video. I hope it gave you a glimpse into the world behind a game. See you in the next video.